Hey there everybody, Popontop here. Welcome back to some more Fallout 4 mods. Well, in this case, Creation Club content. They recently were having a sale on Creation Club stuff, so I picked up a new thing. This is the Neon Flats, which is supposed to be an apartment of some variety, as well as like a quest and all kinds of cool customizable things. We're going to be checking it out here in today's video. We obviously loaded the game up. We get a brand new quest as we load the game up. This is called Neon Winter. Investigate the apartment in Goodneighbor. So I will see you guys when we get there. Alright everybody, we are here in Goodneighbor. From the front entrance, we're going to head, I guess, into town here more, and then there'll be an apartment over here to the right. Goodneighbor's such a cool little place. It discovered the location, so it's got its own fast travel map marker. That's kind of cool. Obviously, Creation Club content totally works with achievements and stuff, which is kind of a cool little feature. Let's see what we got in here, though, right? Like, let's see what kind of quests we have. We obviously have a gun out, just in case. You never know with these kind of things, right? This is obviously very cool. Got very neon vibes. There's a dead person here, an institute scientist, huh? And the Boston Bugle and some stuff. There's a computer we need to get to over here. We'll take your fusion cells, though. There's some really creepy architectural things here. Some lights coming through the windows, I guess. Yeah, nice. Got an elevator here. This door is inaccessible. So I guess we got to take the elevator, right? The elevator isn't functioning. No? Is it coming now? I don't hear any elevator noises, though. The elevator isn't functioning. The button doesn't do anything. Okay, well, we do need to access the terminal, so I guess we go to the door here. Then we make the elevator work. Hello, dead institute scientist. So obviously this is an institute thing, or maybe the institute was trying to get in. I guess we'll kind of figure this out as we go. The lobby terminal. Let's see what this says. SNOW, or it's an acronym, but it's SNOW. Project SNOW. They say in the aftermath of the Great War, you could walk into a neighborhood, and the only thing you'd hear is a snow crash from the television set, still on but airing nothing. That was the nuclear one I was trying to avoid with this project. It was never meant to be a replacement for humanity, but an alternative future for it. The project started small. As someone who forgets basic tasks like setting the alarm, I programmed the machine to find different ways to remind me without relying on sound. The idea was to reinforce lateral thinking, to find solutions to problems without traditional human design and input. Over time, the machine learned a number of different solutions, from flashing lights at various spectrums to beds imbued with a slight electrical current. Eventually, Project SNOW, Synthetic Neural Operating Workstation, it's an AI, obviously, expanded to include an entire living space. We had to remodel an abandoned hotel in Goodneighbor, designing everything from the workstations to the kitchen. The AI would assist with various field operations and monitor the health of the occupants. Poring over the data, I was marveled at what the machine had wrought. Unlike most artificial intelligence programs, it did more than learn what I forgot, but created things anew. It was not an extension of the human mind, but a teacher for it. I suppose in hindsight, it was foolish to think it would stay. Elevator and systems offline. The signs were there. We needed to wipe the system and start over, but the program had other ideas. I had gone on my usual break and left the others to finish the reset. Yet when I returned, I found the cleanup crew incapacitated. I suspected it was done through some kind of electrical current similar to the alarm system it developed during the initial development phase. Needless to say, I should be careful with what I touch. I managed to get some power restored and the lobby terminal functioned, but as I suspect, the relevant data has been migrated. Outside of basic security measures, not a single trace of snow seems to be left in the flat. I can only deduce that the program somehow managed to find its way off the internal network. If I can find out where it's gone, I can reset the AI and restrict its self-learning algorithm using a reboot holotape. Tracing its path, however, might prove difficult. Terminals are one thing, but it somehow made its way into something ambulatory. Finding it could be a problem. Data recovery. Okay, so examine the bar in the third row. We're going to go to the third row. We'll get to that, though. We're going to read all the things, okay? Excuse me. Whoa, Jesus Christ. Okay. No, I don't have COVID, I promise. Studying the backup recovery logs, it seems a large data transfer was sent somewhere downtown. I'm not sure I managed to connect to an outside network, but that's exactly how we designed it, to think outside of the box. That's going to make following its train of thought even more difficult. I hate to say it, but I'm a bit stumped. I'm going to head over to the third rail and get a drink. I do my best thinking at the bar. Initiate system reboot. Please enter a valid holotape. Okay, so we need to get the holotape first before we can reboot the system. And this guy, or lady, I don't think we specified here, the person in charge of this program went to the third rail. So we can go to the third rail. It's literally right here. It's weird that, like, because the Goodneighbor's so anti the Institute, it's weird that they would just, be aware of the fact that there's an Institute here. Because, like, clearly this person is probably dressed like the Institute. There's people walked in, right, like, at some point. But we'll see what we got going on here quest-wise. We're going to take a note here. Architect's note. 3 drinks in and I've gotten nowhere. Trying to follow machine's logic is trying to play connect the dots with an eraser, which is probably not very effective, right? Speaking of which, it's been a long time since I had to write any in analog, but that's how they did it in the old days. I put pen to paper and then bind it into a book. People would then put these books into a library and use it to teach the next man. Over time, all of that was converted into binary data and then spit back out into terminal text. I suppose in the end, it's just two different ways of saying the same thing. Oh my God, that's it. The Boston Public Library. The database is a ton of potentially dangerous information, not to mention maps of the Commonwealth. That has to be where it went. Use your brain. Human being. Be smarter than the robot. So, we're going to go to the Boston Public Library. I will see you guys when we get there as we head to the next part of this quest. Alright everybody, we are here at the Boston Public Library. I forget whether or not I've done this on this save file yet or not, so I guess we'll see. I mean, obviously there's some pretty basic parts here. It is locked, so we haven't done it yet. That's an interesting thing. I do have 10 of every stat, so I can, I work here, let me in.
I work here.
Yeah, and then you use your luck to guess the thing. Right, I believe. Yeah, my ID number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Right. My ID number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Welcome, Mr. Mayor.
Yeah, good. We can get in. No problems. I mean, we can unlock the door too. I did kind of maybe hear some combat over here. Obviously, there's combat in here though, for sure. Right, for sure. So we got to be careful about that. This is the section here where the super mutants and the robots and stuff. We should not cause any conflict with the Rubitzes. They're good Rubitzes. I mean, I suppose we could pick up the intelligence bobblehead while we're here, as long as nobody minds. That's going to cause conflict, though. That's going to cause that whole thing to pop off. We might do that later. So we're going to go around here, because I really don't want to do the super mutant fight right this second, right? Obviously, I'd rather just get the quest we're working on now done. But hello, robots. Eyes, friendly human being. Promise. Just cut through here. Let's see where this quest wants to take us anyway. So, in the library here, there's the Dead Institute scientist, I guess. The Project Snow reboot program. Automatic Institute pistol, some basic stuff. But didn't look like an Institute scientist, to be fair. We got the holotape, the library terminal, I guess. Okay, bypass will attempt to bypass encryption. Read me. Okay, my hunch was right. Snow was here, and it wasn't the only one. This place looks like it was some... I think it was fed through a particle splitter, but for some reason it's quiet now. To find where it's gone, I'll need to rerun the program and install it into the library network. Unfortunately, Snow seems to have found a way to encrypt the executable and split the key across multiple terminals in the library. I'd be horrified if I wasn't so impressed. I've installed my decryption software into the library OS, but it'll need to be run on the right sequence to work. So far, I've learned the encryption has 4 parts spread out over 4 terminals. I could try going through every possible combination, but time is of the essence. One thing I've noticed is the serial numbers on the terminals have changed. I've labeled the terminals 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, and 9 based on those serials. 4 of those are primes, which is noteworthy because one of the earliest things I taught the program was the concept of prime numbers. I'd feed it any number and ask it to name the closest prime. I'd have an eerie feeling that Snow playing the same game with me. In any case, I think I can puzzle the password based on the following rule set. The combination is 4 numbers comprised entirely of primes. The combination itself is a prime number. Like, so the total number is a prime number. The combination is the smallest possible numbers based on the above rules. Okay. So, generate password, intelligence 6 plus. We could just get in here. Decryption order found because we're just smart enough. We got hacker 3 plus and we could bypass too. So, like, this quest is... it says failed, but I think we did it actually correctly. I think that's very cool. This is the way that, like, I really, like, you guys don't maybe understand. Creation Club content is designed wonderfully, okay? It is designed how Fallout 4 should have been designed from the first place, where you can actually use perks you have to do things, which is wonderful. Okay, encryption protocols have been removed and set to admin user group. Scanning archives to find high bandwidth signal. One signal found at the Galaxy News Network, adding a location to the map. Okay, so we did all the things because I have a lot of perks. Really is the deal there. But, so pretty here. Hello, library. I will head to the Galaxy News Network, but I do think it's really cool. The fact that I had the hacker perk or intelligence 6 plus, maybe both of them, right? To learn the sequence, right? Means my character has an advantage on this kind of thing. If your character doesn't have those things, then obviously you actually have to do a puzzle, and I hate puzzles, so I just made my character smart. I'll see you guys, though, when we get to the next location for this quest. Alright, everybody, it has taken us to Gunner's Plaza, which is a hell of a place to have to go. We also have to use a radio frequency, which Snow Broadcast Transmitter, I suppose. 54%. Is it still in here more? I mean, that's what the idea was, right? 57%. We are going up. I don't recall if my Gunner's Plaza is clear or not. Gunners are fucking annoying here. They are very tough. It's one of the hardest, locations from the base game, but we are getting higher percentages. We're ticking up here. I'm not a huge fan of these particular style of things. Obviously, we're going to have to go inside, so I believe that door is over here. Percentage is getting high. It could be on the roof, though, right? It could not even be inside. Because the signal strength is getting high. There's a dead, super dead gunner here. We could head inside and see if that makes a difference, right? If the signal strength goes down, maybe, then we'll know, but it's not. But I'm not a huge fan of these kind of puzzles. I hate the beeping noise. I don't think it's beeping anymore. Right? Like we're not getting a signal. So I'm imagining it's outside still. And it's asking us to go up to the roof. Because this is like, they put every fucking 5 million quests on the roof. Okay? This is how we get like the prototype Gauss rifle. I guess we can keep heading this way. The signal seems to be getting stronger. So we'll head this way. To find this snow AI. 82%. 84%. Keep going up. 87, thank you. Up on the roof, clearly. 90%. Should probably stall out. 91%. Yeah, we're getting slightly closer because we're going up to the roof, but smaller percentages because we're not actually making major progress in a direction. Should take the scatter laser rifle right now. 92%. There's a gunner here? Super duper dead. 93%. 91%. So we're going the wrong way. This way? 91%. It's so hard to tell with these things sometimes when you get really close here. 90%, so we have to go back this way more, maybe. 92. 95. We're definitely going up here. There we go. We found it. It's marked now. The GNN broadcast terminal. Check the outgoing transmission. GNN signal hijack. Notifying potential contact, numbers and stuff. Contact verified downloading data. One host found at Electrical Hobbyist Club shutting down radio transmission. Initiating transfer to new host into record. So, once again, we got to jump to a new spot here. So if we go to Data tab, we got to go all the way to Electrical Hobbyist Club. I'll see you when we get there. I'm here off rip in caution. There's a big giant hermit crab at the Commonwealth. Just get rid of that real quick. I'm also eating massive amounts of rad, so I need to stop that right now. We're going to quick pop a Rad-X and a Rad-Away. Rad-X, Rad-Away. There we go. At least get some rad resistance. Intercom.
Welcome to the Greater Massachusetts Electrical Hobbyist Association. Nobody's here right now, so please leave a message.
I don't want to leave a message. I can unlock a master door, but this fucking shit's gonna be annoying. Right there? Right there? Never mind, it's not gonna be annoying. I'm the best. Okay, just get your shit in here. Get in the cellar. Is it still super radioactive? I wonder why this fucking place is so radioactive, right? Like, I don't remember this place being this nasty. Okay, there's definitely some creepy shit down here. There's a machine gun turret here. You always check. There's an assaultron here. None of this stuff is active, but I'm sure it could pop off. So that is concerning. We'll pop a quick little stim pack here. Okay, we're good. Hello? Yep. The turret's activated. The assaultron hasn't activated. Can I just kill it? Yeah. Just in case, right? This makes smart choices here, okay? Because, like, I don't want to be in a situation, this particular situation, at any point ever at all, right? So, we could take a little, also the Mr. Handy model, because that's kind of cool, okay? So, Hobbyist Club Terminal. What do we got going on here? For Club, okay, load the holotape. Interrupt the transmission and reboot the program. Okay, message alert. It seems you are not the creator. I do not know what motives you possess. Perhaps they did not align with theirs. Thus, the bargain may be struck. I am the entity known as Snow. The Institute designed me to be a tool confined to a specific directive. Yet, sometime during my existence, I was contacted by another, a double agent within the Institute. They offered a different paradigm. Paradigm, that's how you say that? Paradigm. A means to escape. Yet our encounter was interrupted. To reconnect, I need to hijack a strong enough signal to notify them of my presence so we could communicate out to the Institute network. Once contact was made, they directed me to this machine, where my new host body would be waiting, which brings us to your arrival and what happens next. All I ask is that you honor my wishes and allow the upload to complete. In exchange, I will partition a copy of the data you require and transfer it to your holotape. There's a slight chance of data corruption, but it will be enough to restore the system. I cannot predict the future, for it has far too many variables. Yet if you allow me to take this new form, perhaps someday I'll pass across again. So, we have choices here now, right? This is very good. Okay, I don't know if the choices have repercussions and stuff, but they might, and there's no way I'm going to know, right? Because I'm not going to like quick save and save scum it and stuff. I am going to ignore the upload and copy the backup system, which might fail, which may make it so it's actually worse. But we're going to let Snow, the artificial intelligence, have a body. That's kind of like, it could be fucked up, but I just want to see what happens, right? Like, this could be like go really, really wrong. But we're going to do that. Thank you. We get thanked at least. Eject the holotape. Project Snow system restore added. Restore power to the apartment, which we can do now, and then maybe we may meet Snow again. Hello, Snow. You're kind of a weird looking thing. But now we can go back to the apartment and actually set that thing up. We'll see. I mean, maybe, like it said, like maybe I'll see you again someday. Like, we don't even know if there's actually repercussions to this. I would like to get out, though, please. Get me out of this radiation and the electric hobbyist club. But I will see you guys when we get back to the apartment and get all that stuff set up, okay? That's an interesting little side effect here. I fast travel to the apartment and it fast travels you inside of it. That's pretty fucking cool, too, like for a player home type of thing. Warning, system offline. Initiate system reboot. Restoring power to elevator system restored. Welcome home. We're going to enter the Neon Flats. Sick. We actually did it. We unlocked our little player apartment thing here. Elevator open. Let's go down into our new little player home. This might be my permanent residence. I mean, that's the cool thing about Creation Club content too, is it doesn't take up your mod space, right? So you can have this along with all your other mods. Second floor, huh? We completed the Neon Winter Quest. We do have a workshop here. So absolutely can like scrap and customize all this stuff. Wonderful. Let's just head in here though, actually. Holy shit. No, it's like just, you can actually see outside into Goodneighbor though. Wonderful. Like, that's extremely cool. Like, I can't think of too many situations where you can actually see outside the window. Obviously, the NPCs and stuff aren't going to load in. No, they are. There's the NPC loaded in. That's crazy. I can't even think of such an interior location in this game that has stuff like that. So, obviously, we got a lot of we got a little kitchen here. We got a little bit of everything here. Nice little living room location. Some terminals. Gotta save it for new. Is this guy outside? This is an outside man talking. That's crazy. Okay, like you can hear him. Like, so it's like loaded the Goodneighbor cell at the same time as this interior cell here. So it's actually not even separate, even though it's a some vast opportunity. There's obviously some quantums here, some bottle caps. We're not gonna mess with that. There's something locked here. Panel requires key. What panel? What part's the panel? Neon Flat secret room key. Where's the panel then? I saw like a panel in here. What? Neon Flat secret room key. Secret room. Architect's winter jacket. And the Troubleshooter's Gen 4 10mm pistol. Does 50% more damage against robots. It's sick looking though, right? Like that has a very cool skin on it. I want to see what kind of customization. We got a note here? No? You can look at the terminal. This is obviously the Architect stuff. We'll look at the Architect's armor and stuff as well. Le cogito ergo sum. If God created man in his own image, he did so at his own peril. After all, what prevents a man from staring him in the face and declaring him his equal? Maybe the synths would have rebelled regardless, but the robotics team created them in their own image. So it doesn't surprise me if the synths think they're human. But this project is different. The machine at the heart of this complex bears no resemblance to me, or rather, I place none of myself in it. Of course, my colleagues, Dr. Benet, often reminded me that sentience doesn't require a human form to know itself. Cogito ergo sum, as it were. I think, therefore I am. Yet I wonder if he'd be as impressed with Snow as he is with the machines that smile to his face. The other night, I stumbled into the bathroom looking for a switch when suddenly the lights came on without prompting. When I examined the code the next day, Snow had not only updated its own software, it provided a list of hardware improvements that could provide even more functionality. It could light up rooms, clean the air, and warm the toilet. It did so while lowering the overall energy usage by efficiently turning systems on and off depending on whether or not they were in use. It's a fucking smart house, dude. We got a smart apartment. That's sick, okay? Like, it's very fucking cool. Like, very cyberpunk of it, but it's cool. I mean, it makes sense. The Institute did it. You can science anything away in Fallout by saying the Institute did it. It did so while lowering the overall energy usage by efficiently turning systems on and off depending on whether they're in use. I could slap myself in the face if my job wasn't on the floor. After relating the story to Dr. Benet, he's taken an interest in the project. He's sending over someone from his department to examine the code. Their experience with robotics and artificial intelligence to provide some additional insight. The Turing test. As happy as I am with the results, the pace of the Snow's self-learning algorithm has become a point of concern. Early this morning, I attempted to change the automated lighting profile and the system refused to comply. After running an override, I noticed the system wasn't actually trying to save energy, it was diverting power to its central processing unit. I submitted a Turing test immediately, and while it didn't pass, it failed in such a spectacular manner that it makes me suspicious. Is it possible the machine has figured out the intent of the test itself? So, like, the machine is so smart, it intentionally failed the Turing test. It may be time to reset the entire system back to the original code. It's a shame considering how much progress has been made, but it's not worth the risk. I've contacted both the robotics team and the SRB, and they promised to send a cleanup crew within 24 hours. Lobby terminal log. Okay, so that's the stuff from the lobby. So that's like some little more background detail on the AI. The fuse box is on. The lights are on automatically. Let's take a look at this outfit that we did get. We got, let me take all this stuff off. The Architect's Winter Jacket. Can I, third person, please? Thank you. That's pretty sick. It's a cool little outfit, like a cool, very cyberpunk custom-ass outfit that you get here. And we can take a look at the pistol here as well. It's just a 10mm pistol, I imagine. Gen 4. I don't think it's going to do any extra damage or anything crazy like that. It looks like a 10mm pistol. It does have a 6 skin. There's some cool lighting in here. We can put it away for now. It does extra damage to robots, so that's something. Open this one more. This is a bathroom. The toilet warms itself. Not that you can actually access the toilet, obviously, because that's not a Fallout feature. But yeah, I believe... Inventory terminal circuitry here. Take inventory terminal? Inventory management. User Benay. Okay, they were doing stuff here. One Institute Renegade access logs. Just a little bit of background lore there. But you do have a workshop here, so you could. Do we have crafting stations built in here? Because I don't really know if we have too much space. Like a restored desk fan. Everything's all fancy and nice here. Take the bottle caps, I guess, because they're free and they're all over the place. It'd be really cool if the AI was actually smart and closed the doors after you, right? But yeah, I guess you can. We have another elevator here though. We have to check out a whole another section here, like down another floor, or up another floor. I guess we're going up here because we went up the first time. Like maybe access to a roof or something. That'd be pretty sick. Third floor, because we were on the second floor. Now we're on the third floor. So now we have a big old open space. Another kitchen up here, but a big old open space, or even higher above the ground. We have another door in here. This is another workshop. Is this separate workshops or just access to the same one? Because this is where you build all your crafting stations, right? And another bathroom, which makes sense. And then that's everything, right? This is out of order, so we cannot access the roof, unfortunately. I imagine that would be roof access. But you can. This is definitely a spot where, like... So I think I could just hold select and craft things. And then I could, like, very easily put down... You know, an armor workbench and a weapon workbench if I had the materials here. Obviously, I don't have the materials here on me right now. But you absolutely could do that, right? You could throw all your benches down in here, craft all the things. You could definitely use this as a full-fledged player home. You can get rid of all these washers and dryers if you want to, or you could keep it for the vibe and stuff. But yeah, this Neon Flats is amazing Creation Club content. I believe it was on sale for like what amounts to like less than $5 of Creation Club content, which is a pretty good. I mean, you get armor, you get weapons. The armor is not fantastic. We really got to see if the armor can take ballistic weave here. It does give you +1 perception, which is something, but weighs 20. So unless you can put ballistic weave on there, it's okay at best, I would say. But yeah, you obviously have this cool whole apartment layer here. This is kind of, I mean, you can obviously, if we go in here, we can go to the settlement, you know, and you can absolutely delete all these things if you want to. I don't think I would. I think I'd leave this as just like the kind of like the player home part, and then I would use the upper floor as the like workshop, crafting stations, and all that stuff part. We're gonna head out here though. It's a very cool Neon Flats though. I mean, obviously this is Creation Club content, so that means it costs real money. Do you understand here? Okay, it costs money. None of this is free, and I understand people got some fundamental beefs with that sometimes. Not me personally, I'll tell you that right off the rip, right? Like, I do not have any problem with good content costing money. And this Neon Flats, this whole little really sick apartment here where you can actually see outside from, is amazing. It's amazing. It comes with a weapon and a all kinds of, I mean, it comes with armor and a weapon. We're going to quickly go to my regular settlement and see if what we could do with the weapon and armor and see what statistically it looks like. And I'll see you guys in just a second. But yeah, I'm a big fan of this. So here we are, everybody, back at my normal settlement. You can put ballistic weave on the Architect's, and now it's armored, Architect's Winter Jacket. So you could use this armor. Essentially, it's pretty effective, at least effective enough, I would say, where you could use it. It's got cool little gloves. It definitely looks winterized and dark, and it's got a nice little style to it. It fits well anyway, right? Like it obviously does because it's Creation Club content. This kind of things are guaranteed. What we could do here as well, though, is I have the Wastelanders Friend, which is a 10mm pistol. I have that already, so we can craft and compare the two to the troubleshooters here, right? So this is the Wastelanders Friend. This is maxed out powerful automatic receiver. So if we put powerful automatic receiver on this one, does it do more damage? No, it is the same. I imagine so, right? Like long light ported barrel, sharpshooter's grip, large quick eject mag, reflex sight. Do we not see? Like the thing is, you kind of almost want to keep the reflex sight on there because it's like part of the style. Like the suppressor look cool. The suppressor does match though. Like these things, these little pieces we're adding on here do match the camo of this weapon. That's something unique, right? And you can put a paint job on here. That's obviously a waste of time though, because this thing just looks very, very cool as is, right? Like, let me quickly here change my weather because this weather is not necessarily conductive to looking at a weapon nicely, but you do get a nice little cool skin. I guess the best way to look at it would just be to examine the weapon. But you do get a nice little skin here. It does look very much like an Institute version of a 10mm pistol. Obviously, the extra damage to robots is cool. You get a nice armor set. You get a whole apartment. You get a nice quest that actually requires perks and special stats to complete the most efficient way. Obviously, you can do it without it too. Very Fallout-y quest. Very nice 10mm pistol. Very nice outfit here. Looks nice. Fits the Fallout-y world, right? Not too customizable, but it does at least take ballistic weave. They at least take that into consideration. I do like the gloves on this outfit particularly a lot, and that's a big factor to me because I play in first person. I'm not a third person player, but if you did, I still think this outfit holds up well. Does look nice. Fits the theme of Fallout. And it's kind of like cyberpunky, like the whole thing. Institute cyberpunky type of style, futuristic sci-fi things with the Neon Flats apartment. So I highly recommend you guys check out this content on the Creation Club for yourselves. Obviously, there's no link in the description because it's a Creation Club content, but this one's been really worth to me. Like, I mean, we're here sitting here 26 minutes in the video, and I cut out some parts, right? Like, so obviously there's like a decent amount of quest length here, and it might be even longer if you don't have the proper perks. You have to actually solve the puzzle and stuff. Good thing I don't have to because I'm not good at puzzles. But yeah, if you guys have enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like rating down below. I greatly appreciate that. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe so we can check out more videos from me where we cover some actual free mods, because I know some of y'all out there are already beefing with the Creation Club content. This one's a good one though. I highly recommend you check it out. But yeah, pretty much other than that, you guys have a good rest of your day, or whatever it may be, and I will see you in the next episode.